Good morning, good morning. So, as I said in my video yesterday, that we were meant to go to Waiheke Island and we have cancelled that now because, well, one, the weather, and two, accommodation is ridiculously expensive. We only found one hostel on the island and that was $30 each for a dorm room, and to get internet access you'd have to pay $5 for, wait for it, 50 meg. Are you insane? I mean, that's just ridiculous. I don't know if the island has an issue with internet, but come on, that's absolute daylight robbery. So anyway, we are going to go out into the city instead. Today we had a lie-in because we never get a lie-in. Weekends are our only chance, and we go away most weekends, so never really happens. So we're going to go into the city. I need new underwear. Let's have a panty chat for a moment. You know, ladies, when your underwear gets to the point where it is classed as period pants, well, it's got to the point where all of mine now are under that category. All of my socks have holes in them, so I'm going to go underwear shopping, which is very fun indeed, and maybe get him some new trainers. But you know, I'm just gonna take you around. You can see a bit of Auckland with me. Oh, it's so exciting. Trying to find somewhere to eat because we have not had breakfast. So just on Queen Street there's another street, which is this street, which is parallel to Queen Street. Kitchener Street, that's the one. Very informative. It's just full of restaurants and cafes, so I'm gonna buy somewhere to eat. There's so much of Auckland I haven't seen. It's like, I come across some amazingly pretty places. So we've come off Kitchener Road now. I love paint, I love artwork on the streets. Ooh, which is probably why I loved Melbourne. Okay. Ah, the art gallery. Yeah. The gallery is completely free. I have mentioned it before. And it's a really good morning. Just go in there and one day look at all the Maori paintings and artwork. Definitely recommended. Yeah, definitely. So we just found somewhere to eat. It's called Albert Park Cafe and Espresso. Coffee, 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 coffee. He's grumpy today. Your mom has ordered that you are in more videos, and therefore he shall be. He's grumpy. Ignore it. He needs food, or he doesn't like anyone in the world, including me. Breakfast is served. So we just annihilated Eggs Benedict with wilted spinach, hollandaise sauce and bacon. Oh wow. So they serve breakfast till 2:30 and that's Albert Park Cafe and Espresso, and it's literally across the road from the entrance to Albert Park, which makes sense. And I'm gonna go and look at cameras because I really want a nice DSLR and I want to go play with some cameras, and I know which one I want. I want the Canon D70. I know this to be true, and I know also to be true they are effing expensive. I think the cheapest we found was $1,300, $1,400, and that was a JB Hi-Fi. We're gonna go and look at a bigger camera shop and hopefully get some expert advice, because I can't afford that. No one can afford that, and if you can, well, screw you. I love you. Maybe, you know, you give me one. Okay? Hi! Look what I just bumped into!
Hi! Literally, she didn't recognize me.
No, she was literally stood right in front of me. I was like, will this woman move? It's cats! Ooh, crossing. Cotton On is a demon. $55 later, I'm very well pantied. And brassiered. I'm well pantied now. Some nice butter holders. The hatred towards sailors. Don't ask. Long story. Really long story.
Don't ever
like
date a sailor.
Degree.
Here we are.
We came to Degree. Oh god, it's got to have been what, a month ago now?
Where you going?
I don't know.
Great.
And they do really good food there and drink. And you get a pretty view
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Especially if my ass is walking in front of
Bungee
you.
off the
Huh?
Yeah, you can bungee off it.
Oh, that
Bungee.
sounds terrifying.
Yeah, I don't want to bungee. You're gonna be bungeeing.
I know. I'm gonna shit myself.
Yes, you are. Ooh, let's hire it.
Honestly, this is why I don't wear underwear.
You know, while our other yacht's in for cleaning.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have to kill my dreams? Even if I'm delusional, hallucinating, and slightly psychotic.
I just said that I hope I meet someone who just gives me a boat. I think that's a little more delusional.
Yeah, it is. Amazing. Oh, it's a book swap as well. I can
Yeah.
bring some of my books down.
Yeah.
Guys, it's like just a little pop-up library. This is so cool.
Can we do fancy things like pretend that we want to buy expensive clothing?
But then I'm gonna have to hide my fucking cotton on bag then, ain't I? Yes. Well, I don't think they have. Yeah. We think it's Auckland Fashion Week.
Like my couture parka that I got at a Salvation Army.
No, you don't call it Salvation Army, you call it Salvos.
Oh yes,
Salvos.
that's about right.
Like, you know, we've got Primark in England, which everyone calls Primani.
In the States we call Target Target.
Target.
Where'd you get your shoes? Target. Yes, Target.
Okay, so Auckland Fashion Week is indeed on, as you saw. Now, if we had had the right amount of wine, we would have barricaded,
You mean broken into?
I
Which we've
always
done
want to say
before.
barricade.
We have done that before when they're
Yeah.
close things off to us.
We just go in anyway.
Because why not?
Why not? If you can get away with it, do it. I'm giving
And if
great
we get
advice.
thrown out, we get thrown out. That's just what
Exactly.
happens.
We
Which
don't.
we've never
We
been
know
thrown
we
out.
don't get thrown out.
Except for that one hallway in the Sky Tower. With
Okay, one bit I didn't film from my Sky Tower video is there was a secret door and an alleyway full of whiskey in glass cases
in other words, our version of heaven.
and wine. Come on.
Yeah.
And this woman, like prancing woman, was walking up and down the alleyway and like shutting the door. We were like, what's in there? It was all curtained off, and we tried to break in, and she was like, it's closed, it's closed.
I got halfway down the hallway.
You did. That was well done. Guess what? Kat found her boat.
Yeah, that's mine.
It's hers. That one, yeah.
I own that.
That little thing.
That's mine.
Yeah, it's small, but you get them upgrade, don't you?
Blocked a little by the masts here, so you don't get the full effect, but that's mine.
So we just learned that this is the world's 9th largest super yacht.
You could just ask the owner right here.
I could have just asked the owner, yes. This guy is like a Russian entrepreneur guy who made his riches in steel. Obviously, because where else do you make riches in steel? And he's worth like $7 billion. And apparently in here you get some free art exhibits now and again, but we don't know if it's open right now. But that's pretty cool to have like an art gallery inside a silo. Oh, and over here is where they have free movies projected on that silo, and you can sit around here, and they have night markets and everything. So that'd be really cool to come to in summer. No, I need to discuss this one-on-one. Alright, so I just had a bit of a breakdown when my heart stopped and I wanted to throw myself off the pier. Because we just left that restaurant and we came to the bar next door and my GoPro was not in my bag and I had to freak out, and I've been crying for the past 15-20 minutes or whatever it was. Well, probably only been 5 minutes, but it sounded like a lifetime. And we left my number behind the bar, and Scott goes back over and they pull it out and it was in the bin. Someone had grabbed it because it was covered with a napkin left on the table and just threw it in the bin, so it came back to me very gunky, and I love it, and I'm so like fucked now. The emotions are high, very real.
You have another beer?
I have beers. I felt really crappy before this. I was actually gonna vlog saying I'm gonna stop this vlog because I was feeling really crappy, but that kind of like sprung me out of it. And you look great in my beret.
Thank you.
This right here is the guy who cleared my table and then went into the
Chucked the
bin.
camera in the bin. Start with that.
He threw my GoPro in the bin.
Hey, it wasn't the napkins though. I must have been. I wouldn't have picked it up and be like, oh, here's a GoPro, let's chuck it away. Like, you know.
Okay, to be fair, I
Okay.
wiped my mouth with a napkin, threw it near my GoPro, and he must have just grabbed the napkin and
Yeah,
threw it.
there we go.
But he went
Anyways.
into the bin afterwards because I was crying going
You seem
next
so
door.
unwell.
Seriously, this is my life. This right here is my life. So this is Jan. He's amazing. Seriously, he went into the bin to find my GoPro. You are absolutely incredible.
You got it. It's good.
Yeah, he's amazing. But I am much happier now, trust me. After my last little section, I was a bit like, because my GoPro is the only camera I film with and it's kind of my livelihood. I make money and I only make money because I have this camera. And yeah, I freaked out, but because of this glorious man, I have it back. Like, Kat was sat right there. She isn't there now. And he went to look one more time for my camera, and she went, he's found it. And I looked at her, I was like, don't be playing with me, woman. And then I saw him come round with a smirk on his face, and he found it.
I left you a message, like, yeah.
Oh yes, I saw. It was on silent and I was just here like but he found it and I'm so happy. So yeah, I will end this vlog now. Bye.
Out.
Around. We must get around.
We need around Allie. We're gonna have to leave Scott at home.
I think we have to send him home.
See, what is he doing?
He's drunk. He just
He's gonna go
admitted to
home.
us he was funked and wanted to go home.
And Allie and I are gonna go and
We're gonna have a good time.
break into something
Because I have my GoPro.
like a boat, right? We need to talk about this.
Let's do it.
Yes, we're sending Scott home. We're gonna break
Yeah,
out.
I'm on. Okay, the plan is we go home, he falls asleep, and then we leave again.
We're gonna put him to bed, and then we're gonna go and get into trouble because that's what we do best.
That's what we do. He's looking, he's onto us, act normal,
Normal, right? Still